Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so a lot has happened yesterday and your girl was not available to give you all the details. So I will be giving you all the details of everything that happened in Big Brother's house yesterday, and of course giving you details of the interviews, the post-show interviews that has happened with Ebuka and the Flourish pair, and of course Trees. Yes guys, first of all, a very big congratulations. I know it's coming late, but congratulations to Nelita pair. They won the head of house back to back. Yes guys, they have immunity. You all know they've done away with custodians and all that, so housemates are now up to you guys to vote for them to stay in the house. So these are the pairs that are actually up for possible eviction. These are the pairs that have been nominated. That is Wanni x Handi, Checkers, Double K, Beta, and of course Zinwe. Yes guys, none of these nominations actually surprised me. You know, housemates going in there to nominate, none of it surprises me because I know almost all of them in that house want Zinwe to go. Double K proves like a competition. Checkers, of course, competition. Wanni x Handi, competition. They only got 2 votes. Them and Checkers only got 2 votes, and we all know where that is coming from, Zinwe and all. So yes, I am not surprised by any of that. You know, this season, yeah, I think I'm seeing it on a different light. Maybe because I like all of them, and at the same time, I don't really have a favorite. So it kind of opens my eye to see a lot of things. That's why when people nominate people, I am not like, oh, why did they nominate that person? No, I'm actually like, okay, they nominated this person, Yusuf, that they nominated, you've nominated someone else. So it's now up to your fans to vote. So it's the game. The game is the game this season. I don't think people should be like, oh, why did Double K nominate what's the name? Why did Double K nominate Wanni x Handi? Why did Wanni x Handi nominate Double K? It's, you know, aura for aura kind of thing. So I don't think people should even take it to heart because it's supposed to be a game. And I want to say a big shout out to the housemates, like how I thought that they will respond, you know, to the first round of nomination that they've ever had this season. They actually didn't respond like that. You know, some of them actually took it personal. Chizoba, you know, Wanni x Handi, of course, they got emotional at some point. Hot shit, just they worried them the entire bathroom go shit. But even at that, they came back stronger. They came back, you know, mingling with the house. I mean, it's the vibes on vibes week, and they wagered 100%. So of course they have to bring the vibes. Big Brother is looking for vibes. That's what they gave them for their wager. They have to present a dance battle and they have to mimic each other. I am so looking forward to this week's wager. So I think I love the vibes in the house. Maybe they feel like now they're up, you know, the people that they didn't really like have gone on Sunday. So the vibe in the house is kind of like very chill, very demure, very cutesy, if you get what I mean. Yes, guys. Also, why is it that Big Brother did not give them water last night? Yes, I was watching till about 2 a.m. in the morning. There was no water in Big Brother's house, and some of them actually thought it's because of the punishment. Like, that can't be the punishment. Maybe Big Brother has some plumbing problems. Big Brother, fix your water. I'm sure he has fixed it this morning, but I'm just saying it. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Don't be doing that. It's not very demure. Anyway, yes, guys. Now, let's talk about ships. I don't know why I have to also talk about this Nelly and Sue ship. They had an issue yesterday, right? Last night. Nelly was like, at the arena when they were coming out, when the camera was on them. See, I'll talk about this camera thing. I don't think I've talked about it ever, but I'll talk about housemates and camera, and I think Ebuka should actually address that. Yes, so she said, oh, that when the camera was coming out, that, you know, she wanted to hold Such. Did I say when the camera was coming out? No. When the camera was on them, she wanted to hold Suji's hand, and Suj kind of like pushed her hand away or something of that sort. And Suj spent how many hours explaining, you know, talking about how he's not used to that, blah, 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 blah. See, I don't think it's about the holding hand. I think, see, let me tell you what I think. I think they had to choose the aces to spend, you know, time to be their guests in the head of house lounge, because the last time they won, last week, they picked checkers, and that caused a bit of rift between them and their men, that is Nalita and their men. And now they had no other choice than to pick aces, because if they had picked another pair, it would have been somehow, right? And I feel like Nelly is trying to come up with all this drama because she doesn't want any bit of cutesy, whatever, whatever, touchy, touchy, cuddly, whatever at night. That's just me. That's just what I think. I might be wrong, but that's what I think, because all the things that they were having issues with for doesn't make any sense, at least no logical sense to me. That's what I think. And let's go back to this camera issue. Talking with some of the people that have been in Big Brother's house, the ex-housemates, I've come to the understanding that Big Brother's cameras make noise when it turns. So I think it was Tricky that told me that when a camera turns, it will have this like kind of like you will hear it, but it's kind of light, but you will notice it, especially if you're a person that is not used to, have not been used to it. That's why most housemates always look at the cameras in the first few weeks they're in the house, then subsequently they get used to the sound and they don't. But this particular set of housemates have become so camera conscious. They'll look at the camera before doing anything. Like, why would Nelly say, oh, I wanted to hold your hand when the camera is on us and you did not hold my hand, and I don't know how it will look, people watching us. What is your business with people watching us? Even yesterday, when Wanni and Handi and Sean were teasing Ozzy about his relationship with Onyeka, he practically looked at the camera and said, oh, hope you're seeing me. I'm like, I've never seen this before. This is not a talk show. This is a reality TV. So why are you looking at the camera? See, my people, I don't know. Ebuka should just call them out on it, because it's looking somehow. It's looking like, oh, you're acting for the camera. You are acting, oh, you want to be active when the camera is on you. You want to do this. Even though I know that they might not know if another person is doing something elsewhere, but we all know that Big Brother loves a good gist, and he will always want to push a good gist. So definitely there is a chance that they know that the camera will be on them when they are doing weird stuff. So I feel like Big Brother, or Ebuka rather, should address this. Yes, moving on, Ozzy has a girlfriend. Handi and Wanni knows Ozzy's girlfriend on the outside, and Ozzy is claiming he is not flirting with Onyeka, neither is he flirting with Victoria. Do you believe that, my people? Do you believe that? Let me know your response. I'm not even going to comment on this. I'm just going to ask you people, do you believe that? Because let me just comment. I do not believe it one bit. We all see what we see. I might not be a shipper, but I see the way he looks at Onyeka. I see the way he touches her. I see the way he's been, getting close with Victoria lately. So we see what we see, and Ozzy, Madam, go understand, say, okay, this is what you're doing. We know that you've not pushed it beyond your boundaries, but that is what it is. And also, baby girl Victoria's packed yesterday. Hey, God, Victoria's packed for Mickey. What happened, Victoria had cleaned up the toilet. She wanted to go dispose the tissue paper and get water, because apparently they're having water issues in the house. And before, she could do that and come back, guess who was in the bathroom? Mickey. And when she was like, Mickey, I cleaned that place. You know how we women, toilet seats, we can't stay in seats on the toilet seat that is soiled or have pee on it. So I cannot understand that. And these guys, according to what they say, these guys pee with the toilet seat down. Like, Courtesy will tell you, if you're sharing a toilet with a girl, raise the toilet seat up and pee your pee. Why are you leaving the toilet seat down? These boys. Anyway, so Mickey was like, oh, I don't enter the bathroom. I don't enter. What do you want me to do? Instead of you to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know this. Somebody just explained to you that I cleaned that place to use it. And you're like, I don't enter, I don't enter. Of course, Vicky was mad. And she was like, get out. I think a lot of them were shocked. They did not know that Vicky will respond that way. They did not, in their wildest imagination, they think that they will do stuff to Vicky and she will just take it. I love the fact that she's coming out. I love the fact that she had that shout with Mickey. That Mickey Mouse boy, he's very annoying. He's very, oh my goodness. That guy is irritating me in that house. I think the only reason why I feel like kind of softening towards him is because of Femi. Honestly. Aside from that, Mickey is just very, very annoying. I mean, whatever they had happened in the toilet cubicle. Tell me why this guy came out and started shouting about it and kept saying, you know this Vicky, I did her leg yesterday. Since Saturday, I do her leg. I'm like, what? That guy is looking like the kind of guy that will buy you something as the girlfriend, and the moment you break up with him, he'll start telling the world what he did for you and asking you to bring you back. Nah, Mickey. And what's all this, media rounds he's doing in the house on top of Handi's head? I don't understand it, my people. Tell me, wetin be this? If not be spiritual husband things, wetin be this? Ha! Moving on from that, I mean, that's about a summary of a lot of things that happened in the house. Let's talk about the things that are happening outside of the house. We all know Streeze and Flourish evicted on Sunday. We all know the drama that happened at their eviction. I know we were all waiting for Toby's reaction when he finds out that Cassia is actually married to Kelly Ray. Well, we got that reaction. My guy was like, I knew it, I knew. I'm like, you don't know anything, you don't know it, you don't know it, you don't know it, you do not knew it anything. Because few minutes before, just a minute before, you were busy saying, oh, when she comes out, money, the way I take care of her, I don't need to talk too much. And all of a sudden now you find out she's married and you're like, oh, you knew it. You did not knew anything. Like, the laugh he was laughing was a laugh of payment. And I think the saddest thing is he's going to stick with what he said in the house, that he's not going to be relating with them anymore and all of that, which I think might not really happen that way. I think he will still relate with them, but I think he's going through a phase of heartbreak. Imagine being heartbroken and kind of feel stupid in the presence of millions and millions of people. That must hurt. And they also talked about the aces. They said the aces are sly. They said that, talked about him, by the way, twins always thinking that they are conniving or plotting stuff. Like, the wahala between the Streets and the aces, I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Them saying that the aces took over Nelita, who was their first ally in the house. I'm like, wahala. I mean, you are the one that was dilly-dallying. You are the one that was being, confused. If you wanted Nelly, why didn't you stick there? You decided to be going from Nelly to Ruthie and all of that. Your loss, their gain. It is what it is. Now, let's talk about Ruthie and DJ Flo. Whoa! I'm gonna tell you one thing for free, and that is, you see Wanni x Handi, that will be the core of whatever they're gonna be talking about after the show. Because they've already started it. And as a person that has interviewed people, I know that a lot of interviewers are going to be milking that. Yes. So they had an interview with Ebuka, and I think they also had an interview with some of the media house. So Ebuka asked them about their reaction to what had happened the day they were evicted, or what happened at their eviction. And they were like, they had a thought of kind of like, using their shoe to smack them before leaving, or dragging them. But they were like, what will happen to their steez? That they are not classless like that. They are not raz like that. I'm like, okay. And they were asked about, Ruthie this time was asked about things that she had said, and Ebuka was like, do you know them? And she was like, no. She doesn't know them. Now, this is where it gets interesting. She said, that she doesn't know them, but she has been to their show, their gig, last December. Yes, and that when she went there, just fly. So just fly, that's how she got to know what she knows. Not that she knows them. They don't know each other, but just fly. And when asked about the smelling thing that she said yes, that they smell that during the, you remember that tags that they did, I think one of the arena games where you had to smell your partner. And during that tags, that people, when Wanni and Handi came, a lot of people could smell that it's them. So if they were smart, they would know that them smelling that is them means that they smell, that they stink. Let me be honest, let's not lie, let's not steal, right? If people stink, if they smell, from reaction of other people around them, you will know. You will know. And we've heard from other housemates that these girls are like one of the neatest girls in that house. I don't like when people pin a narrative on people. I've never been a fan of that. Like, insult people, call them stupid, call them idiot, call them the B word, but trying to like pin some kind of stigma on them, I don't think that that's okay. And she's saying what she said, and after listening to everything, all I picked was, you heard the gist, an unconfirmed gist. You carried it. You presumed that they smell, and that smell did not come up until you started having issues with them. That's the only thing I could take from all that she said. And I can also feel like, okay, maybe she's pained about every. I mean, who wouldn't be pained? Do you see what those girls did when they were leaving? So it's kind of fair that she is pained, and the fact that she doesn't even know them outside of the house. Now, just where you hear. Us that are bloggers, do you know how many G's we've heard of DJ Flo? Do you know? But I don't come here sitting here and telling you about G's where I hear it's unconfirmed. A lot of people said that they are, you know, that they are not straight. People have said that. I mean, when they entered the house, a lot of people were calling DJ Flo, a lesbian and all of that. But I mean, that doesn't prove anything, because that's just because of hearsay, because of a perception that we have. So I'm still waiting for more of their interviews for them to give us something. Buff up the whatever. Let us give us something that is concrete, so that I'll be like, yes, this is it. But I feel like it's quite unfortunate if they are going to make their media rounds about Wanni x Handi. It's just going to be unfortunate, not just because of the girls, because of them, because now it's your time to actually sell yourself, sell your brand, sell what you do. This is the opportunity Big Brother has given you for your media rounds. So if they're going to make it about these girls, I feel like it's quite unfortunate. And also, if Streets is going to make their media rounds about aces, and by the way, twins, it's actually very unfortunate, because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of interviewers want. We want, those things that's going to be controversial and give us clicks. So, but it's going to be detrimental to them and their brand. But whichever one it is, we are here for the gist, and I'm looking forward to their diary sessions today. Yes, guys, and I promise not to delay gist anymore. I mean, yesterday was a lot for me. That's why. Please accept my apology. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.